Dabu 7, you have to ask the question, what happens to cash from here? As we're seeing this digital world being built around us where coins are being rolled out left and right, and now governments are going down the same path. They are creating the CBDC, the central bank digital currency. Now, I warned of this moment back in 2017, and the video is still up. They're walking us into a trap, as they have been, warming the masses up to accepting the digital currencies via Bitcoin and everything else in a Bitcoin that was built on an NSA platform, an SHA 256 platform that the NSA built. That is what Bitcoin's built on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this all out. Plus, this government let it into their country and into their banking system. If some mystery Asian man did it, it would never happen. They've gone to war over this almighty dollar. They would never let someone just slide something in here and accept it. Use your brains. So anyhow, India has shown us what this is all about. They let the cat out of the bag. Once they got to where this needs to be, they banned the buying and selling of gold. Then they did away with Bitcoin. And they said, well, we don't want it. We don't need it. It served its purpose. Now we got our CBDC here. We can track every penny that the people make and spend. We're going to ban everything else, including cash. And that's what's coming. I've warned you over and over. They have been slowly taking back the coins throughout this whole thing we're living through, and you know it. They will continue to do so. Once they get all their coinage back, and we get to a certain point, cash will be killed. This is after the CBDC is created and implemented in each country. At first, it will not replace the cash. They don't want the people to see what's coming. But once they have this in place, they will then do away with it. And why would they not? Because with the CBDC, they can track your every move, your every penny. And ultimately, that's what this has always been about. I've warned you over and over and over again. Unless the people have a plan, when this whole thing comes crashing down, to introduce a new system, the governments are going to do just that. So you need to be thinking about that. This whole thing is going to come crashing down by design anyway. It's about timing. And it's about sliding in the new system, a righteous system, when the old one falls, not allowing them to launch their new world system. I'm going to break this down further on the live stream.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And what I want to go into real quick, just speak on this video, from Dabu 77, all right, dealing with, all right, the CBDC, all right, the central bank digital currency. And we know what this is leading into, man, all right? Because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Al Shai is making prophecy more and more plain and more clear. And it gets to the point that if you call yourself a teacher, a leader of Israel, and you're teaching against, all right, what the prophecy is speaking of, now it's getting to a point where it's more about pride and ego than about the truth, because it's plain to see, all right, with this digital currency, which will be a global currency, all right, what, is leading to, man, all right, the M.O.B, all right, him putting something inside of you, all right, that allows you to buy and to sell, all right, to track, all right, your movements. He's already altering, your genes, with the thing, all right. And these are things that are very sensitive, all right. When you put into a video, letting you know, all right, that this man, all right, is doing this, man, all right. Esau Edom is doing this. Now, when you go to Isaiah 30:3, it says, "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." All right, because on the surface, all right, as you Israelites, are celebrating these false victories, first by getting Biden and Harris into office, then getting, more stimulus money, all right, then getting different little bonuses with your taxes and, more, unemployment, all right. It makes you what? Trust more and more into this system. Then you had the George Floyd verdict, which is nothing but, a mind manipulation to get you to do what? Trust more and more, all right, in the shadow of Egypt. You see, which is pretty soon is going to be your confusion because these devils, all right, they're finna roll out a lot of things that's finna have people in scrapes. You see, and you people trusting in this system, it's going to lead, all right, to the M.O.B. Now let's get this in Isaiah 36:6. It said, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. You see? And our people trust on this broken system. The Most High is breaking this place down, and our people continue to trust in it. All right? And your trust in this system is going to lead to you being pierced. All right? With that M.O.B. And they're setting up the currency, the infrastructure for the M.O.B. as we speak. You see, you Jakes are walking around the earth, under these enchantments. You see, not taking anything serious, don't know what's going on, still, talking about Jesus, and that madhouse doctrine. All right, you're finna be pierced through, and what is that piercing going to lead to? All right, I'm gonna get this, or they're not gonna make it long. What is that piercing going to lead to? See, we harp on these things because the consequences of taking that, all right, is going to be horrible death, man, or torment, or torturous death, man, by nuclear destruction. All right, trying to save your life, you're going to lose it, mainly through nuclear destruction. Now, when you get Revelation 14, all right, and 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire. So you're going to be tormented, all right? There's going to be a very grievous death, that fire, that nuclear destruction, man. The Lord's anger will be in that fire, man, all right? And it says, and brimstone, and in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. Yeah, because the chariots will be hovering over the atmosphere while America is on fire, man. You see, we will behold the destruction of the wicked, man, even the wicked of our people. You see, and prophecy is heading in that direction, man. So hey, at the end of the day, all right, if you're saying otherwise, it's a thing about pride and ego, and you're going to be destroyed. You see? So that's the point. I hope you brothers and sisters edified. This is where we at, man. All right, they're setting up central bank digital currency globally. All right, preparing for what? The hour of temptation was going to try the world. Till next time, I say shalom.